We are halfway through the month of November. Today, we'll be discussing sneakers to resell in the remainder of the month. If you're not into reselling, that's okay as well. You could use this guide to know what are going to be the most hype sneakers, the most limited, or even what popular general releases may potentially go on sale because, hey, we're all trying to save some money. Specifically, we'll be discussing the name of the sneaker, the retail, the release date, and whether the sneaker will be profitable or not, or if they may have been set on shelves, resulting in a sale price. Feel free to subscribe and enable post notifications. This way, you're always 100% updated on all these profitable releases. Also, be sure to follow my Twitter for urgent updates and info, KeithAdam10, and also personals for you, such as the upcoming shock drops. Kicking it off with tomorrow, the 15th, the Stussy Converse 8 Ball will be dropping for $100. These are mostly just personals based off the current demand, unfortunately, but considering the retail is so low, if you have no tax, there might be potential for some brick profit with a poor margin, but not much more. Figured it'd be worth mentioning because they do have free returns here, no risk. Moving on to the 16th for $130, each of the SB Dunk Low HUF's New York City and the San Francisco pair will both be dropping. Expect these to be profitable with a good to very good margin, larger size being the best, of course. You may notice they're not in the upcoming page of Nike sneakers, but they are indeed loaded. They should still be dropping on the 16th. If you can't find the link, I will tweet it out again before the drop, of course, so don't worry. My Twitter is KeithAdam10. Also on the 16th for $120, the Dunk Low Fleece Pack Honeydew in women's sizes will be dropping on Nike. These are mostly just personal. Best case, perhaps if you have no tax, you can make a little bit of lunch money with a poor margin on size 11 and up, but that's really it. Then on the 17th, for $225, the highly anticipated Jordan 4 A Ma Maniere will finally be releasing. Demand is really high on these already, some of the highest we have seen, in fact, for A Ma Maniere collab. Despite that high retail, though, still expect these to be profitable with a good margin, especially in larger sizes, just because of this overwhelming amount of demand. While they did already do a raffle, the main drop will be on the 17th at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. They will most likely do a new domain drop, which should be really great for manual users, and as usual, I will tweet out the link for you guys when it does go live on my Twitter, KeithAdam10. Then on the 18th, for $200, the Jordan 1 East Side Golf will be dropping. Demand is actually quite high for these, surprisingly so. Hence, despite the slightly higher than usual retail, I would still expect these to be profitable with a decent margin, just nothing crazy. Also on the 18th for $85, the Soleil Bembury Crocs in black will be releasing. Most of the raffles do open up on the 15th though, so you can feel free to get started on entering if you're interested in these. While some of the recent colorways haven't been the most profitable, like the orange pair for instance, this black colorway should hold up for at least lunch money with a subpar margin and perhaps even better than that. And lastly for the 18th for $115, the SB Dunk Low Be True will be releasing. Since these are SBs, there might be potential for lunch money with a poor margin, contrary to the normal Dunk Be True, which we saw bricked obviously, but I'm still unsure about these just because in general I'm expecting rather low demand for these. Then on the 19th, the time has finally come. The highly anticipated Jordan 1 Lost and Found, aka the Jordan 1 Chicago Reimagined, will finally be releasing for $180 and $140 in grade school. I made a How to Cop guide for these, which I will link at the end of the video for you guys who want to check it out. There are also more in-depth resale predictions in there, but in a nutshell, I'm expecting all sizes to still be profitable with a great margin despite the high stock. Full throttle. Grade school should also be profitable, and you might even be able to make some lunch money off of preschool and toddler sizes if you're a patient seller. Now, prior to moving on, just a quick heads up that since the Jordan 1 Lost and Found is dropping soon, and since Snipes should also be releasing them, we will be restocking limited copies of Gargantua AIO sometime in the next couple of days so you guys could cook with the bypass. If you're interested, just follow the Twitter with notifications enabled, Gargantua_AIO. The restock time and date will be announced on there. Obviously, Gargantua covers significantly more sites and has many more unique features than just Snipes, such as the Flex app, account generator, and raffle module, which you could also use for the Jordan 1s. I encourage you guys to check out the Twitter though, Gargantua_AIO. Also on the 19th though, for $110, the Dunk Low Panda will be restocking on the Nike app again in both women and men. And then also for $85, we will be seeing the grade school pairs. Are you sick of them yet? Well, you shouldn't be, because they're still profitable in both men, women, and grade school for all these lows with good margins. The highs are also restocking for $125, but unfortunately, these are still personal only. Now, moving on to the 22nd for $125, the Dunk Dunk High Burgundy Crush in women's sizes will be dropping. These are mostly just personals. Best case, perhaps if you have no tax, you can make a little bit of lunch money with a poor margin at size 11 and up, but that's really it. Also on the 22nd for $110, the Dunk Low Dark Driftwood in women's sizes will be dropping. Just like the last pair, these are mostly just personals too. Then on the 23rd for $125, the Dunk High Blue Chill will be dropping. Like the prior pair, these are also mostly just personals, but a pretty nice colorway nonetheless if you ask me. Also on the 23rd for $125, the Dunk High Bruce Lee, also known as the Reverse Goldenrod, will be dropping. These are personals only. In fact, you could already grab them for below retail in the secondary market. Then on the 25th for $110, the Dunk Low Miami Hurricanes will be dropping. Given how low the pre-sale is on these already, I'd have to say these are mostly just personals as well. Also on the 25th for $110, the Dunk Low Arizona State will be dropping. Similar to the last pair, these are already at retail in the secondary market, so personal only. Then on the 26th for $180, the Jordan 1 Gorge Green will be dropping. Similarly, given how low pre-sale is already, these are mostly just personals only. Most likely they'll end up somewhere around where the Starfish Jordan 1 did. Also on the 26th for $200, the delayed Jordan 6 Metallic Silver will be dropping. While presale is high on these currently, still, like most Jordan 6s, I'd expect these to be personals only. Then on the 28th for potentially $120, but I'm not 100% sure on that retail, the Dunk Low Green Velvet should be dropping. There actually does appear to be somewhat decent demand on these, potentially sufficient for lunch money with a poor to subpar margin, but we will see as we get the retail confirmed, however, as I'm not sure if it's going to be $120 or perhaps even more than that. Also on the 28th for $225 each, the DJ Khaled We the Best Jordan 5s will be releasing. This includes that salmon pair that we already saw released via a shock drop. Again, follow my Twitter for notifications just like that, Keith Adam 10. This way you're always up to date when it comes to shock drops. These should all remain profitable with a good margin, but nothing too crazy since the retail is quite high, but nonetheless, definitely a very good drop to look forward to. Also on the 28th for $85, the Dunk Low Copper Swoosh in grade school sizes should be dropping. Given how low presale already is on these should also just be personals only. Then on the 30th for $120, the Dunk Low Foam Finger will be dropping. Unfortunately, demand isn't looking very good on these, understandably so. Most likely these will be just personals only. Best case, perhaps large sizes, 11 and up, maybe lunch money with a poor margin for people who have no tax, but that's about it. But anyway, that'll conclude it for today. You can feel free to leave a like if you enjoyed, or perhaps if you learned a thing or two. Remember that the limited Gargantua AIO restock will be sometime in the next couple of days. Make sure you do follow Gargantua_AIO on Twitter if you are interested. Subscribe and enable post notifications. This way you stay 100% updated on all these hyped releases. Also, be sure to check out the other links in the description below, such as kit proxies for reliable, fast residential proxies. And last but not least, make sure to follow Keith Adam 10 and Personals for You so you guys stay updated on all urgent info like I was going over today. With that though, I will see you guys later. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and of course, good luck on all these upcoming releases.